As Mitch McConnell recently told us, that the most important thing in the world is to vanquish Vladimir Putin. Now, I'm sorry, you don't have to be, I'm not a Putin defender, despite what you may have heard.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and when you represent a party that's built solely to serve the whims of the financial elites, it takes some real spin to con the support of working-class voters. Enter Tucker Carlson. Spin is his appointed duty, and his job is to be the mouthpiece of this con.
I'm not a Putin defender, despite what you may have heard. I don't really care one way or the other because he's not my president. He doesn't preside over my country. And what he does in Ukraine, well, I think historically significant, certainly significant to Ukrainians, is not more significant to me than what gas costs. In fact, it's not even in the same universe.
And when your life's work is manipulating people in order to fatten your own wallet, chances are that you have no soul. After all, in the Republican ethos, everything has its price. And a soul is a commodity that serves little purpose within the world of bribery, extortion, and unbridled avarice. In fact, it's a hindrance, so why not sell it? And to the Republican Party, the selling of their soul is a liberating thing. Afterwards, there becomes no line that they won't cross, no deed too dirty that they won't do, and no crime that they won't commit, providing they can slither away without conviction.
Because people are dying on the front lines. You think it's a joke?
Why do I care? Why do I care what's going on in the conflict between Ukraine and Russia? And I'm serious. Why do I care?
I'll tell you why.
And why shouldn't I root for Russia, which I am?
Because those of us who are watching...
Almost treasonous. Siding with Putin. Who's siding with Putin? I haven't seen anybody do that. I've seen a few people try to side with the United States. And that, says Mitt Romney, a man who got 4 deferments to keep himself out of the Vietnam War, that is almost treasonous.
Obviously, Tucker Carlson has been removed from anything resembling a soul for a significant period of time. Carlson cares nothing for people. He sees commodities to be bought and sold in a game of advancing the product known as his own image. And he wants to sell this product to the electorate on behalf of the party he's obedient to. Obviously, there's no actual product there. Tucker Carlson is a measly two-timing opportunistic snake. So here comes the spin. Here comes the marketing. And like all Republicans, he will use this time-honored principle of false advertising. Fear and anger are the most powerful psychological motivators, and being a soulless jackaloon that he is, Tucker Carlson is all too eager to harness this to his advantage at the expense of the very people he's seeking to court approval from. If Tucker Carlson had any pure or honest motivations within him, then why is literally everything that he says designed to divide people? It's always some kind of war, attack, or duality complex with this guy. His opponents are all out to get him with evil secret vendettas that only can be revealed by his cooked-up conspiracy theories. Meanwhile, good old Tucker is holier than thou on all accounts. His viewers never seem to question this, because as soon as he says Christians are under attack, he knows that's their anger button, the fear button. If you feel you're under attack, you look for allies, and you look to defend. But guess what? Nobody is under attack, and Tucker Carlson is nobody's ally. Just because we live in a country with freedom of religion doesn't mean any religion is under attack. It simply means we're free to express beliefs. And guess what? That's a good thing, and it's a necessary thing, because beliefs are very different from facts. Theocracies force beliefs onto their populations as superior to facts, and that defines a situation where the people in power get to dictate the beliefs and dominate the population. Whereas a land built on law and logic, on reason and fact, levels the playing field. It's the only kind of land where all people are equal regardless of the power that you wield, because the power exists in the viability of your claim, not the authority of your position. But Tucker Carlson doesn't want you to know that, because he has no claim to fact. Remember, he's selling you a product, that he's a know-it-all, that government should function the way Tucker Carlson says so. But think for a moment, does anything he says reflect the philosophical ideals of America? To answer that question, you have to check your emotions at the door. You have to relinquish the fear and anger that manipulators like Carlson try to drive into us, and think about what's good for American society. What's good not just for myself, but for my neighbors as well. And it's definitely not anything Tucker Carlson is selling, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.